Now, I know there might be some mixed feelings about this update right here, because the holiday uniform just came back around, right? We got it not this past Christmas. The Christmas before was its initial release, and then it just came back around. And at that point, you know, for those who didn't get it the first time, they knew they had to have it this next time. And the thing about that is that all defense down isn't really king anymore, right? I mean, unless you're playing all the regular world bosses, but for Null, those debuffs don't work right now. And actually, if you stay tuned for the whole video, or towards as the video progresses, I have some news on that. So, and you don't want to miss it. So yes, we got the first sneak peek of February, and it is a Deadpool oriented update. And for those who don't know, it looks like the update's going to drop on the 10th, February 10th, which is exactly, apparently, so 30 years to the day from Deadpool's very first appearance in the comics. February 10th, 1991. 30 years. My man is 30 years old today. Apparently some other people celebrating birthdays as well. But so I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. I love Deadpool. Deadpool's my guy. I know my build in the game might not necessarily reflect that, because he never really needed a killer build. I mean, look, check it out. I even put my Deadpool shirt on. Right, it's a Deadpool Venom shirt. I got a bunch of them. Actually, I was wearing my other one the other day, if you saw that video. So let's go ahead. Let's play this sneak peek here, and I'm gonna give you my 2 cents on it. So let's go ahead. Let's play this track. So we got like some birthday music playing. You see all the Deadpools around the table there. I'm gonna pause it. Man, get this out of the way. So yeah, we got all his uniforms, right? It's like every single one of his uniforms, and you got Gwenpool at the table as well. And then you have 2 mysterious figures in the back, and we'll talk about that in a second. They're holding the birthday cake. I mean, right? It makes sense. 30 years, right? It's his birthday. It's a pretty significant day. All right, let's go ahead. Let's play the rest of it. Happy 30th anniversary. How sweet. So they've always went pretty above and beyond when it comes to these these anniversary events. They always pretty much they jam pack the game with all types of goodies and events and sales and this and that. So I'm expecting some big things around this update. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm excited to maybe to give Deadpool the justice he deserves, back on the top again, right? Because he does some pretty amazing things in the comics, and right now, you can't really use Deadpool for Null, although I've heard him actually working, but he needs a pretty good build. You gotta stack the man. Another thing I want to touch on here. So in light of Black History Month, there's an event going on. So look out for special X-Men themed gifts centering around the 2 of Marvel's iconic Black Mutants, Bishop and Storm. Log in on the below dates to receive enough X-Genes to unlock these characters for free, as well as level up material to power them up. So, if you already have them unlocked, I know, Storm has 2 uniforms, so you could use those to rank up her uniform. I believe, yeah, Bishop is in the Dimension, support shop, so, you can get his pretty easily otherwise. But keep an eye out for that. I wonder if they'll actually, maybe you'll see one of them thrown in the update. So before we talk about anything else, let's let me get you up to date with all the events and things going on right now. So this is talking about, it's time to wrap up the previous update, the Black Winter passes, right? The whole Herald of Galactus, the Thor comic run, saying this update's coming to an end and we're jumping into the next thing, and that's something you can always count on from Marvel Future Fight, right? Every month, like clockwork, an update's coming. Whether they're really good or really bad, that's something left to be said. All right, so there's a relay battle world, and how I like to do those, I like to do 5 in each one. I like to do 5 in each one, and that seems to work out pretty well because I mean, I don't know. I find it really difficult to try to place really high to get some of the the better rewards. So usually you can get, it's like after the 7,777 reward, if you place there, usually those usually you place right on the next one if you do 5 and 5. So you event tokens, right? You get the event tokens here. Let's see. Got Valkyrie looking like the sheriff, about to bring the pain. And yeah, it's just I mean, this is run of the mill kind of stuff. We've seen this before, right? Is complete the task, you get the tokens. And this one might be for the Mega Tier 2 ticket. Honestly, it slips my mind. I never really paid attention too closely before. I will be, though, moving forward because I'm going to have to bring this information to you guys. But, just collect the tokens. And I like this. I like the Alliance store, double donation where they have the boost points, the uniform upgrade tickets, right? So I usually get both of those. And yeah, so you got the boost points. You get hidden tickets too. The uniform experience chips, and this is pretty cool. If you have any ISO 8 sets, you got to change. That's going to be going from the 5th to the 8th. So keep watch for that, right? I mean, because we all know how expensive that can get with the terrible RNG. So this relay is Thor and Loki, right? Well, it's universals, and then what is it? Is it heroes? I'm pretty sure that's what it does say here. Oh yeah, hero and universal. Yep. And then the next one is Sif and Heimdall. I mean, those are just going to be fill-in characters, not going to do anything for you. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you went ahead and built them up. I certainly didn't. And female and then male, and that's pretty much it. Okay, let's talk about what this means for the game and what we could potentially be seeing. All right, so we have this image here, right? This is the two mysterious figures holding up the birthday cake. Now they have that 1920s, gangster vibe, that Dick Tracy gangster vibe going on, which I think I find pretty cool. And there's actually there's a few comics where Deadpool actually has. And he's dressed up just like this. Now, I haven't had a whole lot of time to actually, look into, the actual story of the comics and, who else is associated there. But let me show you where the inspiration is actually coming from. So, okay, we got one here. This is him. It's Deadpool. I'm guessing this is issue 1000, perhaps. And how they like to do things. I couldn't find the information. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot of time to be digging into this stuff. I'm going to try to tonight. I might have a little bit of time to actually look into the story. So I might be bringing you some more stuff on this. But they like to release this stuff on the actual date. So this comic could have very well been released like maybe at the 10th or 20th anniversary. I didn't actually catch the date, but so there's one. We got another one here. Okay, let's get. Yeah, we don't want that one. Yeah, we just showed you that one. So he's got this look, right? It says looks just the same as you see, except the suit. This one doesn't appear to have the pinstripes, but he does have one that has pinstripe. This one right here. This one looks most accurate. This might have just been a like a poster that somebody drew. That could have been it. I'm not exactly sure. And like I said, I'll be doing some digging, so I'll try to bring you some more accurate information on that. But it looked like, what if he gets a Tommy gun, right? Just like Dick Tracy? That'd be pretty sweet. Well, I don't know. You don't want to see Deadpool with a Tommy gun, right? Maybe some, dropping bombs or something like that. That's a lot cooler. All right. Now, so what does this mean for the game? For the game, right? So we have this image, and a lot of people are speculating that he's gonna get like synergy uniforms, which I mean I'm all for the synergy uniforms. I know a lot of people maybe short on crystals, don't have the crystals to kind of chalk out for them, for like 2 uniforms, but it should give them a huge buff, right? Because instead of adding 25%, it adds a 35%. Like if we go to, let's see, okay, so like Captain Marvel, she has got synergy uniforms in the past, Black Widow, and Black Widows are like PvP, PvE, which I like that fact. So this way, you could use the character for both, right? Now are you going to want to put like a greed or something on Deadpool? I mean, maybe depending on how exactly your account's built. But here, Black Widow. Now if we go to her uniforms, go to the uniform list and uniform effect, or where do I find that? Where do I find that? Okay, yeah, right there. So it's 30% plus the 5%. So they get more of a buff, right? By having those synergy uniforms. Okay, so we're gonna try to breeze through this video here now. Okay, like speculating on who else could be included in this update. So I'm not too familiar with who Cannonball and I believe Boom Boom are, right? I believe that they were in the comic along with Gideon. So I'm not too familiar with who they are, but apparently they are in the comic, and we could potentially see them. So maybe some of you guys who are fans of those characters could see them. I'd be looking forward to Cable. I want to see Cable. I want to see him on top again, right? See, the thing is this. Cable, he's a very good character, but where can you use him that it actually like really matters? The game modes that you play. You can't use him in Danger Room Extreme. You can't take him into Null. I'm not even playing any of the other world bosses. You could use him for ABX, but I use Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange gets it done for me. Where else? I mean, you can use him for GBR, I guess. He's really good for Galactus. I've done Galactus one-shots with him with, two other people. Before crafted cards, I've done that. But I actually ripped all the Odin Blessings off I had on him because after, some of the changes started being implemented in the game, you could use them in less and less places. So, I'm just trying to, a lot of times, I look at things in a practical perspective. Like I love Deadpool, but if you look at my build, I took the Forge Energy that I had on him off because I wanted to put on a different character, and now it looks like I might be putting that back on him. Putting that back on him. Whoops. Let me turn these notifications off here. Yeah, and also I don't have. I got a couple Odin's Blessing. I've healed. Like I haven't looked at or really touched this build. I was using them for like PvP/PvE. A bit. I think I had Destruction on Deadpool for a time, and then I swapped it for Energy, and then I just swapped it for Rage. Yeah, Rage seems to, like I said, Rage's taking a backseat to Energy, and I think we figured out why. For me, in particular, me personally, because I have the Pierce on my cards, Rage is just, it's not, some of the benefits that were very useful on it, they're not as useful because Pierce is doing all the work. Pierce is doing the part of the work that the Rage actually has, right? Where is it? There it is. The ignores boss damage decrease, right? So Pierce is just kind of it's filling it, it's filling it up, and there's no room for the Rage. I'm not finding a very good way to describe it, but I'll bring you a better description of it soon. So what else? So yeah, I'd like to see Cable. I like to see Cable with an Awakened skill or a tier 3. I think that would be amazing. Strife as well. That's another speculation. I actually don't have Strife. I still have Strife at 1 star. 1 star. I've been slacking on this man. Actually, I could probably go ahead and level him up, right? He requires feathers, so this is what I've done. So check it out. For all my mutants, because I was getting all these feathers and I had nothing to do with them. So I just started leveling up all the mutants, and you see all these are at 68. Well, I actually got their potential, but I just haven't leveled them up. So all I got to do is use bios to actually get them to 70, just to find use for it. And now, since I've done all that, all my mutants are either level 70 or 68, and I have no use for the materials anymore. So I haven't been playing any of the missions that actually give you the feathers or the crystals because I'm capped. All right, so one other thing I want to touch on, something I think is very important. It could be game changing. So let me pull this up here and let me read this to you. All right, so somebody messaged Netmarble support, and I actually don't know what the message asked, but I'm assuming that it asked about applying debuffs to Null. And their response is, so this is a follow-up. This is a follow-up to your previous inquiry. Our developers have responded, and we would like to inform you that while this information is being displayed in World Boss Legend, Null, it is also the same with the information displayed in the beginner, normal, and ultimate world boss difficulties. Okay, and then they go on to say, it is true, in the current version, Null is immune to all debuffs, but there is still room for the addition of new powerful characters or abilities that can apply debuffs to Null in the future. So we just kept the information displayed. Okay, so it looks like they were displaying some information that, you know, there's you know, that you can apply debuffs and this and that, just like, you know, how it shows for all the other world bosses. So, and they didn't take it down, and they're saying that now you can't apply debuffs to Null, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you won't be able to in the future. So, you know, Deadpool, he's been the infamous guy who or gal who has applied crazy amount of debuff, right? In particular, over 100% all defense down. That's if you team him up with, you know, the right character. If you give, so right, Deadpool. Let's find Deadpool here. Oh, no, not you, Cyclops. There we go. All right, so now, okay, so on his tier 3, it stacks up to 100%. 100% on his tier 3, but even on his other skills, you didn't even necessarily have to use his tier 3. You got up to 80 on his 5th. You got up to, oh, there's nothing on there. But anyways, so you get up to 80 on his 5th skill, and if you apply that with, you know, White Fox, like White Fox Lead, Dr. Voodoo, or Enchantress, or is it Enchantress? No, I have White Fox over here. Here we go. Okay, so if we go to her skills, you go to her lead, bada bing, bada broomstick. So increases all debuffs effect by 40%. So, you know, you add the 40% onto his, you know, onto his 80%, and what do you get, right? You get over 100%. So, you know, he's been the infamous character to be able to do that. So we might be seeing that again. I think that would be awesome. I think that would allow many more players to actually scale upwards in Null and be able to defeat Null. Like, if you're not defeating Null now and they introduce something where you can actually apply some debuffs to him, then I mean there should be no question, right? If it's going to be on the same scale as the other world bosses, or it might be a little watered down, right? Because they still want Null to be a challenge. Like if we could, you know, like you remember when we were just cheeking, you know, world boss before the, you know, the whole resist got introduced. I mean, you know, you team up, you know, you put Captain America as a striker, Captain America and Weapon Hex, and you could bring any character in there and destroy stage 99, you know, no questions asked. So we may be seeing that again. So, you know, in my opinion, you know, I like this update. I love Deadpool. I'm a huge Deadpool fan. I'd like to see Deadpool, you know, to the top again, even if he's not able to apply debuffs. I mean, I have to imagine that he's going to, you know, any character they introduce now. Oh, and here's another thing. So I have speculation that they're going to give Deadpool the agility tag, and for a couple different reasons. So, it just kind of makes sense. You know, characters kind of like Deadpool, speed characters, a lot of them have this agility tag. It's his fist right here, right? And the thing is, once you, okay, so if you go over to World Boss, and here I'm gonna show you the rankings, right? I'm number 2 right now. This guy, he's slightly ahead of me, and I think that's just mostly because he has a better build on Cyclops. Because how this works, if you don't know, it calculates the time you actually cleared and the growth score of the 3 characters that you actually use for that run. Okay, and I'll be playing stage 37 tomorrow. So I have to imagine that he's not at 40 yet. Okay, so I'm making a point here. All right, so I'll be playing 37 tomorrow. I can't imagine he's really much higher, maybe a stage higher, because I really wasn't, pushing Null for a little bit. And once you get to 40, the requirement changes from supervillain to agility. And right now in the game, there aren't any viable characters that I would think that I have right now that can clear Null stage 40. I mean, who? Quicksilver? Let's see. He's got the agility tag. Mystique has the agility tag, like I just showed you. I'll have to look and see exactly who has it. Does she have it? Nope. Black Widow has it. I know that. Sunbird, you're gonna clear stage 40 Null with Sunbird? Yeah, I don't think so. Null doesn't have it, right? No, not a chance. And Null, I'm not gonna spoil it, but right now, like, I'll tell you this: if I didn't have Moonstone, I wouldn't be able to clear these high stages. And I think that's part of the reason why they introduced Moonstone at the power level that she's at, to keep players going, right? They probably don't want players to stall out and be playing the same stage of Null, because they just can't get any higher. The only thing that's really going to help is if you get your Conqueror level up. But I have to imagine you'd have to get it to a certain point. You have to get it so high in order to make this like stage 40 easy enough for a character like Quicksilver or Raven to be able to clear it. So my speculation is they're gonna give Deadpool the agility tag, and Deadpool is going to be an OP character that's going to be able to carry you from 40 to 45. That's my speculation on that, and I hope that they do. I hope that they do. Oh, there it is, guys. I'm going to end the video here. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to try to do a little bit of reconnaissance and figure out, just to get some more information on the whole, Deadpool anniversary. I don't know if there's really that much to read into on this. It's a 30th year anniversary, and it looks like he's getting the Dick Tracy 1920s gangster synergy uniforms. So that'd be really cool. I'm stoked for it. I don't know about you guys, but I'll see you in the next one. So you stay tuned, you stay breezy, but most of all, you stay safe out there.